Good morning, it is Tuesday and luckily I wanted to take you into work because look, when I went to bed last night it was snowing really heavy. It's not focusing very well. And actually on my window it was up to about here last night. It has actually gone down quite a bit. You can see Luna's been outside, little footprints. But yeah, I've had snow. Look at the state of that. I've just decided to get up and just do a fringe wash and put my hair up into a bit of a bun. So contemplating whether I need to snip a bit off the old fringe. We shall see. I shall time lapse this bit. Yeah, definitely snip a bit off the old fringe. It looks like my roots are coming through as well, but I think for now I'll just do a sweep over. If anyone remembers Rob C. Nesbitt, I'm doing a bit of a Rob C. Nesbitt. Right. What's this little tufty bit all about? Got a baby hair. Anyway, that'll do. I don't think I've got any meetings today, or if I have, I don't care. I'm going to put a bit of makeup on. I thought I'd just have a chat with you because I have just done a weigh-in. So I did actually weigh in on my scales on the 14th of November, which was well, Monday was 11th, 12th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, last Thursday. So I shouldn't really be weighing in again now, but I decided that obviously I weighed in on the Tuesday because that's when I started on the body coach. Not Tuesday, Thursday. I've got a picture of my scales anyway, I've got the graph. I didn't think it had actually recorded onto my phone because I didn't actually go downstairs to get my phone. I just stepped on the scales up here when I got out of the shower. And you can see that I'd had quite a substantial increase from my lowest point. Anyway, I think I'll put my figures on screen. I think since then I've lost about 3 pounds. Some of it would have been artificial weight, I think, from going out for my birthday and things, but it looks like it's definitely a downward trend now, which is good. It just means that what I'm doing is working. So I'm just going to keep plugging away at it. So I think yesterday I had a really good day on calories. I did my breakfast. I think I had 22 calories left at the end of the day. And that's pretty ideal, to be honest, because I don't want to be left with loads of calories. I want to be able to eat them because otherwise it affects your energy and everything else. Yeah, so I'm really pleased. And within that, I managed to have a cup of coffee out at Starbucks, an eggnog latte. So I'm really happy. No plans for going out for coffee today, so that'll save me about 300 and something calories. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing for dinner. I have a few ideas. I just need to check. It's going to be either a pulled chicken in the slow cooker with peppers and onions and perhaps serve it on a wrap. Or it might be something like a chicken cacciatore or whatever that you do that I might do in the slow cooker, which will be it's a bit like a Spanish stew, I suppose, which I know Kaza was doing yesterday because she messaged me, and it did make me laugh because I was considering doing it yesterday as well when I ended up doing the chicken curry. I bought peppers and I bought onions and I've got tinned tomatoes, so I could do that. I think I've got paprika and stuff, so I think I've got all the ingredients I need for it. But this is why it works for me doing it this way, because I can decide on the day what I fancy, because sometimes you have all these plans as to stuff that you're going to do during the week, and when push comes to a shove, you just don't really fancy it. So I'm using a different brush for my blusher at the minute, and it's putting it on a bit too thick. I end up looking a bit like a clown. But oh well, never mind. I've still got this cough, and it's really annoying. I found some old cough medicine in the cupboard, so I've started taking that because I'm driving everyone in the house nuts. But I'm actually coughing during the night. It's disturbing me. So for the second or third night running, I was reading my book at like 4 o'clock. Anyway, I finished the book I was reading. I'll tell you in a minute what book it was. It was a real it was just a normal Christmassy women's fiction book, so I don't expect anything highbrow or anything like that at the minute, anything that involves any kind of brain, because I just want something easy to read. Work's too difficult at the minute. I want that to be easy. I'll put my specs on so I can see. I have got a Goodreads, so if anyone's interested in my Goodreads, I could actually share it in my description, but I won't unless people say they're interested. Which one did I read? Hang on. I've started another one called The Woman Who Ran Away from Everything. And the blurb for this book: a hilarious and heartwarming tale of a woman who's had enough, perfect for fans of Sophie Kinsella and Jill Mansell. Being married to a comedian is no joke. Kate is sick of it, sick of being a wife, cook, dog walker and flat pack assembler, while still being treated like a doormat. Her husband all but ignores her unless he needs a clean shirt, and she's constantly compelled to keep up with very smug Joneses in their neighbourhood. What happened to the fun-loving woman she used to be? At almost 50, Kate feels lost, overlooked and stuck. That is, until she comes home to her husband's impromptu parties and was expected to feed their hungry guests. And that's it, breaking point, the final straw. Scrambling out of the bathroom window, Kate leaves. She has no money, no clean pants, no plan. But a chance encounter sees her following her heart for once, and now there's no going back. So that sounds right on my street. So I started reading that one at 4 in the morning, but I've literally read just a few pages. The one that I finished, does it tell me? I know I've returned it, so it might not actually tell me on here. Because I set myself a real challenge this year of like 20 books, and I think I've done 5. I just went off reading. I don't know why. It's one of those things that I have actually read more books than that, but I've read physical books. So up there, I'm actually also reading the Thursday Murder Club, but I don't want to put the light on when Eddie's asleep. So I only read that if I come to bed and I've got the light on. So the one I finished was called Christmas at Corner Cottage by Sarah Hope. And it says, cozy up with this heartwarming Christmas romance filled with hope, love and new opportunities. When Chrissy Marsden moves her children and a menagerie of pets into Corner Cottage. I mean, a menagerie of pets, she's got one dog. She hopes to put her divorce behind her and a fresh start she's been looking for, or longing for, should I say. Just as she feels she's finally getting her life back on track with a chance encounter at the school gates, reigniting her passion for sewing, a surprise pregnancy throws everything into turmoil. When she's asked to alter a wedding dress, she realises her hobby could become something she could turn to a real career, and an invite to a client's wedding could be all she needs to bring romance back into her life. But will she be able to find someone who can accept her as she is? A heartwarming tale of new beginnings, perfect for fans of Holly Martin, Jessica Redland and Polly Babington. Now, I would say that the blurb on the back isn't very accurate because it makes it sound like a lot happens, and actually it doesn't. She meets up with one of the mums, ends up going back to the mum's house, then by chance finds out that she's got a wedding that's been planned and they ask her to do the wedding dress. So there's not all this, and then that's the same person that's invited her to a wedding. So it's like the client's invited to a wedding and blah, blah, blah. It all kind of, there's not a lot of substance. It gets better, and I actually wanted to finish it, but it's not particularly well written, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say it's the sort of book that, it's a quick read, which is why I started it. I started it when we were in Derbyshire, just for something quick to read. And yeah, it didn't take me very long. I don't know what the overall reviews are like on Amazon for it or on Goodreads, but it was okay. I finished it, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so my weigh-in, I'm really happy with. It means I've gone down, I think it's £3 since last week. So it's going in the right direction. I'd like to definitely try and get back to the point that I was before the start of December, or at least before sort of like the middle of December, before the Christmas madness really starts. Feeling really positive at the moment. I think it always helps when you get a good shop in so that you know you've got the food you need to be able to sort of like eat properly. Lunch today I'm not sure about, so I need to have a think of what to do for lunch. Now I've got the cauliflower, which is probably on the turn, that I bought last week, so I might try and make a cauliflower soup. I prefer using frozen cauliflower for everything. Whether it's cauliflower cheese or whatever, I prefer using frozen, because you literally just put it in boiling water and then you drain it, and you can drain it properly. For some reason, I find that fresh cauliflower holds on to water. So when I bought it, I thought, well, if I don't use it for that, I'll use it for roast. So I could roast the cauliflower and make roasted cauliflower soup. Now there's a thought. I don't know what I've got in cheese-wise. I know I've got cottage cheese. So I actually did buy cottage cheese this time, thinking I'll try and make myself eat it. Let me just adjust this side because I need to be able to do my eye makeup and I can't do it with the other mirror because it's too far. There we go, that's better. Sorry about the close-up. So yeah, I'm happy it's going in the right direction. So I'm treating this as a weigh-in. So whether I keep Tuesday as a regular weigh-in or whether I just drop a weigh-in every so often. I do agree with what the body coach says on that I think that it's not important to focus on the scales. But as I could tell I'd put weight on, I wanted to focus on the scales. I need something to give me a bit of a kick up the backside. I'm making a right hash of this. A kick up the backside into actually getting on with it. How's that looking? I'm going to apply makeup again today, but I don't care. But yeah, I lay in bed this morning and let Eddie get up and get ready first because Ewan's off. Thank God Ewan's off, because otherwise I'd have been trying to drive in all that snow this morning. It would have been terrifying. How's that look? Probably looks worse on the big screen than it does on a little mirror. So yeah, I'm going to be busy again today with work, really busy, because this audit is like kicking off. And I've got loads of them working on it, so I need to just try and get my head down and focus. Last night's crochet was a bit of a disaster. So we've got a pattern for this candy cane. It's this Rickarumi crochet along. But it's a crochet along, but there's no videos to help you. It's literally just a pattern that comes out once a week. And I've done a lot of amigurumi in my time, and I just don't really understand it. It says, well, I'll try and remember to put a screenshot of the pattern in later. But I attempted this candy cane like 4 times, and I think I started to get it towards the end because it was starting to bend. But you had to, for about 20 rows, you had to do 3 double crochet back loop only, and then 10 double crochet. But then it said something like that you have to start your next stitch in the last stitch of put your last stitch in the first stitch of the last round. So I think effectively you had to kind of cover the 3 back loop only crochets with 1 double crochet, and that's what I was doing in the end, and it was kind of working, but it's just fiddly. I think it was using a 2.5 hook, which is the smallest I've used for a while, and then in the end I ended up trying it with a bigger hook to see if I could see the stitches, to see if it was working, and I did, and I could see it. I didn't really like it with the big hook, so I went back to the smaller hook, and in the end I thought, am I just too tired to be doing this? I don't know. Kath and I found it hilarious when we were doing it in Starbucks, because honestly, you can't see at that point how it's going to turn into a candy cane. The patterns are really cute and they are lovely, and if I remember later on I'll show you them. But there's one which clearly looks like a mouse, and it's called a Christmas dog. Now, I'm not being funny. To me, it doesn't look like a dog at all. I love it, and I think I will try and crochet it if I've got the colours and the whatever, the cottons. But it's not, that's not a dog. It's not a dog. But they are really cute. I don't know how big they're supposed to be. This candy cane, I think, is supposed to be like 6 inches or something. But I don't know. We'll see. Perhaps I just wasn't in the mood for it. I'm desperate to start knitting again. So I want to finish my blanket, and I really want to get back into my knitting. So although I want to do these characters, I really want to knit more, I think, at the moment. Anyway, enough talking about my craft. I'm going to go and get dressed. I'm going to go and get a coffee because it's now nearly 8:05. So I would like to be able to sit and watch a bit of telly before I log on to work. I'm not logging on early. I was going to log on early, and I thought, you know what, I'm not doing it. I could potentially work late tonight, particularly if it's snowy. I'm not going anywhere. I was supposed to be going out with my friend tomorrow, and actually she's cancelled. This is the friend whose dad passed away. So we were going to have a catch up. So she asked if we could move it to next week, and that's fine. So we're moving it to next Wednesday. And then I'm supposed to be out on Saturday night for a few drinks, and I don't know if it's food involved as well. But I don't know. I'm still coughing, so I don't know whether to go or not. We'll see. The jury's still out on that one. Anyway, I'm going to go and get ready, and I shall catch you in a bit. I think it is starting to defrost a little bit because you can see it's dripping. Look at her little paw prints. See how deep it is? It is cold. Oh, she's doing a wake. You don't want to see that? So I've come downstairs and I'm just loading the washing machine with Ewan's uniform, and then I'm going to have some breakfast because I'm hungry. It's 10:15, but I'm feeling really hungry. I don't know if it's the cold weather Where's Luna gone now? She must be scampering around the garden somewhere. If I don't leave the back door open, it's freezing. I might have to put my tripod on and put you down because I need to get this done. So I've boiled the kettle and just clean up a bit. I'm going to get the bread maker on because we haven't got much bread either. So I'm going to do that in a mo. I thought I'd just talk to you whilst I load the washing machine. Oh, there you go. So yeah, it's been a busy old morning so far. And the dishwasher's almost full, but I thought I might as well get his uniform on. Sorry about that, I stopped recording quite abruptly, but it's because Eddie followed me down. So it was just the same thing. He'll say he's going to make a drink and then he waits until I come down and he comes trotting down behind me like a little puppy, which doesn't really help when you just want a drink. So we end up with both of us in here. Has he switched off that? Yes, he has. I was going to put the bread maker on, but I'm actually going to leave it for now and do it later because I can't be bothered. I made a cup of tea and I've got my porridge on, so I've just put on 45 grams of oats with some oat milk, 190 ml of oat milk, and I'm just going to have a bit of syrup on it. I mean, I don't know, I should have fruit on it or something, but again, I can't be bothered. I'm just going to put some syrup on it, I think, and enjoy this. And then for my lunch today, I'm going to have what I originally bought for breakfast meal prep. Probably going to have a sausage and egg McMuffin, homemade fake McMuffin. I think I might try and go out for a walk. It depends what the weather's like. I have got my wellies, so I can bring my wellies. But I could do with getting a scouring sponge, because ours, you know these, although they do get a bit grotty inside. I love these things for washing up. I like the little scourers as well, but those are my favourites, you know, if you have to do like quickly do cups and things like that. Anyway, that's where I am at the minute. Too much to think about right now. Put a bit of water into my porridge because it needed a little bit more liquid, and I don't want to use any more milk. So I just loosened it off with a bit of water. Right, I'll be getting that out in a second. Just put you there. Not much left in there either. That's 15 ml of syrup. I'll quickly show you my breakfast. There it is. It looks like quite a big bowl. You know, to put the extra water in. It's made it into quite a big bowl, so I'm quite looking forward to enjoying that because it is chilly. And I'm also going to put my cardigan on whilst I'm down here because now the heating's gone off, you can feel it's definitely taking a bit of a turn to the cold side. I'm just thankful that I put my heating on the other day because otherwise I could have had frozen pipes overnight. So there's a silver lining and everything. But anyway, I'm going to go get my breakfast and I shall catch you for lunch.
Calories?
50 calories. I don't know. I've just recorded all this clip and then realised I hadn't actually videoed it. So here we go again. This is my homemade takeaway. This was supposed to be salt and pepper chips, but the potatoes went to mush just like they did on Sunday. I'm actually tempted to actually bin the rest of the bag unless I make them into soup, because they actually are good for nothing. They've either got loads of brown bits through them, so you end up cutting them all away, cutting them off and chucking them away, or they just go to mush. But anyway, I still persevered and put them in the air fryer, but they are like roasted mashed potato. I've got 3 Costco chicken nuggets, a bit of sweet and sour sauce. I've got a chicken Mayflower curry, so that chicken's been cooked in spray oil, and so is the onions, and then it's got peas in there as well. And then underneath I've got some homemade egg fried rice. And there's Tom's portion over there. So we've all had the same. Eddie's took his and Ewan's took his already. I've tracked everything in my app, but I estimated everything at like 100 grams for this, that and the other. And when I weighed it out, it was less than that. I haven't bothered to adjust my app, I've just left it as it is. So I know I'm definitely within my calories. So it's 10 to 8, I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to sit and probably collapse because I feel absolutely shattered today. So I'm going to have my dinner and then go and get my pyjamas on and just sit and watch a bit of TV, I think. And I shall catch you tomorrow for another vlog.